All right, so team update roadmap adjustment, version 10. I don't know how many times they're changing. Change is good though. Change is good. However, there's a lot of frogs on YouTube that is not always following the news, as well as they don't even know what tier 4 is. They don't know what arc passive is. They don't know that they get 20 free eye levels. They don't know the gear conversion and stuff like that. So for those folks, I want to tell you guys what's going on. It's very confusing, even me, to keep up with all these changes in all these regions. And, you know, Lost Ark is very famous, or let's say notorious, for redoing things many times, right? I did a video about that, about the KR changes. The KR changes were after, that's not it, right here, 72,000 views. After 1 month of releasing Super Mokoko Express to Korea, their internal data has shown that the new players have quit. So within a month, they are doing an emergency damage control stream. So yes, a lot of things are changing. Change is good. Is it a W? Is it a L? I think neither. I think that they should hit a home run in their first at-bat. Okay? Not hitting home runs at practice after the game is over. Like, before we lose players, let's please hit home runs. So I'm going to go over this, guys. I know it's confusing, but I'll go over it. So basically, they listened to feedback. Yada, yada, yada. They went to Korea. Great. So if you've been playing recently, you probably noticed that the Super Mokoko Express, they're about to close in 25th, but it's going to get extended. All right? It's going to get extended. And they're going to delay the Tier 4 launch for the Western audience because the localization is tough. Okay, understandable. It's a lot. There's 40, 50-minute cutscenes. I mean, in total, there's a lot to translate. I get that. The story is a banger. And I don't even like story. So, understandable. More time to prepare. More time to gather your gold. More time to get your legendary engravings. More time to bolster your roster. Yeah? So more time is good. More time to also watch what's going on with the guinea pigs, the lab rats, the beta testers, the KR server, how they're cooking Hyper Awakening, the class balance, as well as the arc passives. What's going to happen to Entropy, the future of my class? How is it going to pan out? So this is great. Buying more time is good. All right, you should be happy about this. If you're unhappy, that sucks, man. I feel you. If you took time off, I feel you, man. But hey, I personally think it's okay. There's pros and cons to everything, but yeah. I wanted to say something, but I forgot. Boomer. Behemoth Raid is coming September 11th. Instead of with the launch of Tier 4. So they adjusted that. They adjusted that. I was like, bro, why is Behemoth in this video coming with the start, the launch day? Not launch weekend, but the launch day of Tier 4? Tier 4 is, you have to do this cool storyline that sets up the chapter of the Tier 4. Season 3, what it's about. It's supposed to ramp you up, hype you up for something, get you ready for something. There's a lot of story, a lot of setup. And you want to do this. I'm going to make a video telling you about this, but you want to do this new continents on all your characters. Yes, I did knowledge transfer some of my characters and I regret it. And I'll explain why. You don't have to do the story. You could knowledge transfer. It depends on the case. But if you are an endgame raiding Andy and you want to enjoy the arc passives, which is the whole point of Tier 4, then you want to do the story continent legit. You want to do it yourself for the Combat EXP. So, because Combat EXP, TLDR, it sets... You want to have Combat XP to have more arc passive points, TLDR. Okay, so if you're doing that, let's say you have one character, two characters, you're watching all the cutscenes, right? If you have 10 characters, some people have 20 characters doing this. You want to dedicate a whole day, if not a whole week, to do the story, as well as do the horizontals of Tier 4, not at the back of your head, oh, I gotta do Behemoth, I gotta do Behemoth. If I don't do the Behemoth day 1, then, you know, day 2 Andes are gonna be asking for, hey, are you experienced? Did you clear Wednesday? Like, you know, that stress. You know what I'm talking about? That stress is not there. That stress should not have been there. So I'm glad that, you know, Behemoth is coming early. Not only that, Behemoth is coming 1620. Good. 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 I said bring it 1620. 1640, 16 man is terrible for NAU, for Behemoth. I called it 2 months ago. All right? I called it in this video. Jails. I called it in that screenshot. I have the receipt is from LOA on Expectation. Guess why? Guess why? I called it and it happened to the guinea pigs, the lab rats, the Korean players right here. Is 1640 fine? Right? 1620. All these systems you got to do for new players. And then there is even a new slander or slang for 1640 characters in Korea now. It's called aluminum cans. Empty aluminum cans. Okay? The age of aluminum can characters have come. What does that mean, Zeals? 1640 because you get 20 free eye levels when you enter tier 4. You go from 1620 to 1640. You get a 20 eye level boost. But because you have not done elixirs and transcendence, they call them empty cans. Okay? So these guys are getting gatekept. They're not getting invited to Behemoth. Ooh. Guess who called it? Me. And everyone else who just spends 5 minutes thinking about it. So I'm glad that AGS, after a couple revisions, and after seeing Korea losing all their new players, and all that gatekeeping, and all that drama, and all of that BS happening there, they finally, you know, texted AGS and Smilegate, and then they gave you a better Behemoth. They gave you a better Behemoth. Okay, don't complain about this. Trust me on this one, guys. Trust me on this one. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. New players gone, eradicated in Korea. When I say that people quit in my video, I meant in Korea. Korea. People are like dooming so hard in there, okay? All right, so anyways, back to this. 1620 is good. It's gonna drop tier 3 materials just like it did in Korea. And then they bumped it up to drop tier 4 materials. I'm sure that once you guys are ready, they will, AGS and Smilegate, they'll text each other and they'll bump it up to 1640 or just keep it at 1620. I don't freaking know. But this is still good. This is still good. And it's earlier. It's not another dead month. Okay, you guys can start your weapon transcendence. Get ready for the tier 4 raids. Okay? And it's not all these gold things coming at once. That's too much pressure. So weapon transcendence coming a little bit earlier. You know, if weapon transcendence is nerfed, that'd be nice too. You know, that'd be great. That'd be great. If it's the nerfed version, that'd be great. If it's nerfed more for the Western audience, that'd be great. If, you know, AGS is listening, they're probably not because this video is gonna be pretty long, as usual. I'm gonna always keep it real and put everything in I want to say. So along with Behemoth, Oktoberfest is coming. So it's gonna give you guys Aurea fusion materials, something that they never do to Korean players. They never give Aureas. And Transcendence Restoration tickets, so that's free Transcendence and elixirs. And I really hope that the KR change, not this one, the KR change, where no more purple elixirs, that you get legendary elixirs through the normal mode, as well as the road to Arc passive. I hope that comes to NAU ASAP, because if you do Ivory Tower solo mode or normal mode, whatever mode you do Ivory Tower with that event, it will give you 40 sets. And then next week, I think I just broke something. Next week, when you do Ivory Tower, it gives you silver elixirs to fine-tune elixirs. And KR players, after the director stream, is finally, they sound like me. They're saying that elixirs need more nerfs. Yes, it will be nerfed more in the future. They're just saying delete elixirs. Even the biggest elixir enjoyer in Korea, Portia, who's made more guides than anybody. And the guide got pinned by Smilegate's main site, saying they should just delete elixirs at this point. Because even if you throw a novice, a elixir novice, 2,000 elixirs, they still won't get 40 set. That is just the truth. If you know how to cut elixirs, like some people in chat or me, you could get 40 set within 20 elixirs. No problem. Easy peasy. But you could throw somebody who's bad at elixirs, hundreds of elixirs, and they still won't get 40 elixirs. So I'm glad that they're giving the 40 set elixirs in Korea with the Road to Arc passive system. I hope that also comes to NAU. Okay? Yeah, just give them the 40 set. If not, just delete the system. All right, just bring it over to Korea and make it better. So October update. So yes, Behemoth is coming at 1620. That's good. Why? I explain it in this video why. Okay. And if you don't believe me, look at all these thumbnails. 1610, hell. 1640, 1620 new players. They got to do all of this stuff. Okay. 1640, the age of the aluminum cans, the empty cans. And this is one channel. One channel complaining. I have so much evidence, bro. Like, anyways, next October update, we have A-Gear. Tier 4 release October 9th. Okay. So coming 2 weeks later after the localization, and the Super Mokoko Express in the West, it will be prolonged to the 9th. Okay. And let's see. And then they're also nerfing some raids or something, guys. Where are the nerfs at? Where are the nerfs at? Where the nerfs at, dude? Did I miss that? They're nerfing some raids. At the end? Okay. All right, thank you. Additional time battling Behemoth to earn weapon transcendence, materials, 2 weeks, extra weeks of gold income, and additional time to complete the progression events will help the majority of players feel better prepared for their journey into tier 4, and more time to also see what happens to the lab rats in Korea. Okay, let me give you an example. One hardship that you will not feel is the low drop rate of the field boss. That was one of the biggest dramas in Korea. And it is a 6 to 7% damage increase, this item. And it was total low chance RNG. Of course, your boy got it earlier than anybody else because I'm lucky. But for those that didn't get it, they were 6 to 7% behind because of luck, right? So they put a pity system in that. They put a pity system after tons of complaints, more than 10,000 comments worth of complaints. They have finally put a pity. Okay, and I think that they could even accelerate it even more. So that's one pain, one choke point that you don't have to experience because of the Korean lab rats, because they didn't test anything before the release. But things are looking better for y'all, all right? But I still have something to say. Tier 4 coming out with Behemoth detached is great. More time for you guys to get a drink, do the story, enjoy the story, and have all the time to do the continent horizontals for the arc passive points, and get your entire roster ready to do the nut castles, get the tier 4 gear, jump 20 eye levels, if not even more. I have the videos of the charts of that. You guys could do the new chaos dungeon, the new cubes, get your your Bifrost ready, and blah 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 blah. It'll be nice and cozy, right? It'll be nice and cozy. Apart from Behemoth, everything announced for September update will release on October 9th. I'm guessing, what is that again, chat? The legendary season 3 skins that you guys could spend your gold on. What else? What else? And then we've also decided to rename the Express servers to Ignite servers to avoid confusion. So this is for like a new player server, and they want to give them a lot of good things. Yeah, they want to give a lot of things. This it's like a brand new to Lost Ark. So they're gonna put them into a server and then integrate them into the regular servers. And all I want to say about this is, like I said, the road thingy, the change that Korea is getting, where you do Ivory Tower in any mode and you get 40 sets. Bring that over. New player. Elixir is a very complex system. It is for a new player. It is. Like, there's like these 3 bozos and they're giving me these options. I don't even know what the best options are, right? As a new player, think about it, guys. If veterans are struggling, imagine how much a new player will struggle. So the Elixir system, I think it just gotta go. But if you're not gonna let it go, just give him the 40 set. You gotta bring that over from Korea, okay? You have to bring that over. They have to get the 40 sets. They have to. And then we can explain them. Oh, see, you could fine tune it a little bit better so that you could get more crit and boss damage. Okay, but we need to have a better base where you give them the 40 set, okay? And then the transcendence as well. Like, giving them 3 stages of transcendence is great. That's a lot of time saved in gold. That's good. I mean, honestly, I would just give them 6 stages at this point. But I'll take the 3 stages. All right. Yeah, and then also, like, please give him a lot of salvation. Please give him a lot of salvation. either give them a rental service like the engraving support system where they could borrow it for 6 to 8 months of Light of Salvation 30, or give Light of Salvation through the more merchants, or just pump the merchants, or make it drop more in solo mode or every modes of the raid, so that you get the dopamine hit as well. You're like, whoa, I got a cool legendary golden card. Is that good? Wow, feels good. Right, give him the cards. Also give him multiplicative XP buff for combat as well as roster. And give him level 8 gems. And a couple 9s. That'd be nice. Okay? And there's more, man. There's more. Like, you gotta juice them up, bro. Because if you don't, then, I mean, that's like, I think the bare minimum you should do. But Aegir raid, October 16th. What? What is that? A week after? This is crazy, in my opinion, bro. Like, I'm just gonna keep it a $1.50. This is crazy. Even I can't do that. And I have a no life. Oh, my job is to stream. How am I gonna get, even if I play 2 characters a week? What if the guy's got a job? How is he gonna get all his characters tier what? In a week? Do the story? And then do what? What is this? I don't get that. Like, we have a home run up to here. Great stuff. What the heck is that, dude? Now, I'm not gonna say any name calling. I just think that maybe there's a little bit of miscommunication or misunderstanding here. Dude. This is crazy. Even me, who spent, I don't even want to tell you guys how much I spent, dude. You guys, if I told you how much I spent in tier 4, it would blow your freaking brains out, right? Even if I was, the reason why I swipe is to go fast, and I still need more than a week. I need more than a week. Even if Aegir is 1660 hard mode, even if you bring it down 20 eye levels, a week is too soon, man. It's too soon, man. Even if you nerf this fight, and even if you lower the eye level requirement, it's too soon. It's too soon, bro. Like, chill. What is this? Give more time, but then here, don't give more time? What? What is that? What is that? I don't get it. I don't get this one. And, you know, what? I don't get it. How? What? How? How is it a week? Dude, how am I supposed to hit level 65 in a week? If you're gonna bring Aegir, exactly, I'm really not I'm not really for bringing raids 1-to-1 from Korea. Please don't do that. Like, if you bring Aegir from Korea, oh my god, Aegir, I think people don't understand. You watch like these juiced streamers blow Aegir up. Aegir is very easy if you're overgeared. If you're on eye level, it is jail. It is tough. It is very tough. The DPS requirement on eye level is tight. For the average players, for the average hard mode players. I'm not talking about sweaty people. I'm talking about for average hard mode on eye level characters, it is tough. It was tough in Korea. Because it feels like it was tuned with Arc Passive in mind. Well, I don't think it was even tuned with Arc Passive in mind, because Arc Passive is like literally like 200% more power. It's not 20% more power. It's literally 2x. So we destroy Aegir now with 14 minutes left. Okay? But on release, my god, it was struggle. For the first 2 weeks, it was struggle. So it is very tight on DPS. Your uptime has to be insanely good. And combat level was very important. Like 65 was very important. It's extra free damage. It's extra free damage by being 65. 70, even more. Right? So given a week, even it just doesn't make sense for combat level's sake. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense in terms of farming the tier 4 shards to get eye level. Okay, it only makes sense if you nerf the fight. It only makes sense if you lower the eye level. But if you're not gonna do that, this is a problematic point here. This is very problematic to the Western audience. This is very problematic. But I have faith that you guys will fix this. Okay. Now you guys say that you might delay it by 2 weeks. Come on, even 2 weeks. That's when they barely hit 65. If people don't have cube tickets, that's when that would naturally hit 65 if they done every daily event, like the 3 Unas, the Chaos Dungeon, and Chaos Dungeons. That's after 2 weeks. That's when people hit 65-ish. Looking ahead, before Behemoth arrives, we still plan to introduce nerfs to Khan, Daemon, Ekina. That's great. That's great. That's great. Please push KR for solo mode Daemon as well. Solo mode Daemon. And where's solo mode nerfs? Korea's getting solo mode nerfs. Solo mode nerfs. Any of that as well? Just asking. Sorry, I do sound very aggressive. I do, but I come off aggressive. But the thing is, like, any of the solo mode as well? Solo mode nerfs that Smilegate announced yesterday? That'd be nice. For the new players, right? Yeah, I mean, that's all I want to say about that. I don't think I have anything else to add on to this, guys. That's the only alarms, red flags I see. Anything you want to add, chat? I've been thinking about this for 24 hours. And that's the only thing that was, like, really in my head. Like, this A-gear raid, it's alarming. It's a little bit alarming. Right at the end, they will bring the quality of life from Korea ASAP. What's ASAP mean? That's not a firm date. That's not a firm date. Yeah. You can't RMT combat level. You can't RMT combat level. And besides, like, releasing a new raid a week later for RMTers, that's not good. Because that screws over like 99% of the players. Which they said they realized. They don't want to do that anymore. They said that they don't want to bring any more vertical systems into hard modes. Where did they say that? What did they say that? They don't want to do any more vertical systems tied into hard modes. Thank you for doing that. Took 2 years. Took 2 years, man. That took way too long, man. Took way too long, man. And then the API. The API is open API. Everybody has access in Korea and other regions. Please make it open API. If you guys don't know what API is, API could be used for good. It's to show you guys, for example, your gear and your setup, and then we could help you guys. Like, for example, I have KR viewers that come to me for advice of what they need to do with their alts, right? Not just my advice, but like my chat as well. We could also help out, like, you know, what to do next. Like, what should you upgrade next, or what should you work on next, or if you want to main swap from point A to point B, is it worth it or not? It's better to do it with an API. All right, and then if it's like, hey Zeals, I have like 10k gold. What can I do to get the most upgrade out of that? Then we can use other calculators like the Max Pro honing calculators, and see like if your elixir is lacking, use the silver elixirs to fix that, and things like that, right? That's what the API is. The API is an open source. You can create market calculators, the market pricing, real-time market pricing like they do in Korea, so that you can see real-time if it's worth it for you to do advanced hones or regular tier 4 hones. Stuff like that is what API is. Okay? I don't really care about the market API. We don't use that anymore in Korea as well, the market API, to see the accessory pricing so that we can do the 5x3 plus 1. Those days are dead in Korea. We use API to help each other as well as new players. It's so important that big streamers in Korea dedicate 2 days out of their week to help their new players. Okay? So API would be awesome for the NAU audience, especially for me, so that I could help new players or anybody in chat to review what they could do. What's the best bang for their 10k gold or 100k gold, right? So API Please don't make us like log into a website that you created. Just give the source to everybody so that fan-made sites could exist and this ecosystem and community can exist and thrive, so that where we could help each other out. Yeah, and just ban the ones that are being used with toxic energy and hatred. Just get rid of those guys. But the good sites, let that community thrive where people are helping. That'd be nice. Cool. Please reconsider the Aegir raid. Okay. It's too soon. Unless it's nerfed. Peace.